Here are our 3 to 5 top picks right now, and there are many others coming into a typically bearish season going into September, October, and the remainder of the year. We shall see if we get that pullback that we want, but I wanted to start mentioning some buys because a lot of you are asking all the time, what is a good buy right now? And as disclaimer, this is not financial advice. So let's jump right into it today. My name is Dr. B. You can check the links down below to learn more about myself and the community that we operate, Leverage University, where we give all of the ideas. And then we also live trade. And I do have mentorship as well if people are trying to learn additionally one-on-one. All right. With that being said, let's jump into it really quickly and jump right into the information that you want to hear. So the first pick that I have is going to be Google. And I've been talking about Google since roughly around 150 here when it retested on a structural stance, technical analysis here on the charts. This was 2021 highs, which was sitting right around 140 to 150. As you can see, we broke above those highs and then we turned that 140, 150 into support, and that was 2025. And we had a big expansion from Google. Now, where I can look here and see that we have reached a temporary top on a monthly chart on Google and we're retracing from the highs. Okay. So here are buy zones that I would have for Google if we do retrace a little bit further. Number one, anywhere around $300, I think Google can be a dollar cost averaging zone. If somehow, some way we have some type of crash or the market pulls back and Google gives us just shy of sub 300, I think that personally is a gift. I think it's a great opportunity. And if something tragic happens, I think that's even a better opportunity. So we have about 3 zones that we can buy in. I would say right around now would be a dollar cost averaging zone. And if we fall down into this $280 to $300 range, I think it's a great buy zone. Google is trading very, very well with a low price to earnings ratio with continued growth in not only the AI space, but also in quantum computing and various other things that they are doing on the horizon. Their earnings have been absolutely amazing. They've been continuing to grow. The only concern is obviously their CapEx spend and their AI spending, but overall, we can see that the company is growing tremendously. All right. So I would say Google personally out of our tech stocks. The next one, I'd love to hear yours down below, given an Amazon. Okay. Amazon still kind of like Google, consider those right in the same realm, trading very, very well for its price to earnings ratio. Not too high, not too low. It's right sitting in the middle. I believe right now, if I double check, Amazon is sitting right at PE ratio. Let me actually just look this up while we are here, just to give you the exact. Trailing PE 21, forward PE 22, right? Sitting right in estimates. Really good buy opportunity there for Amazon in its specific sector. And I think Amazon is a great buy anywhere sub $300. I made a YouTube video back in 2024 around Amazon as an example being right here at 188 sub 200. Now it's at sub 300, pressing on these highs, creating higher highs and ultimately higher lows. Okay. So Brian, what if Amazon just pulls back a little bit further than this 260 mark? Well, I like Amazon right where it was before its earnings pop, right around that 230, 240 range. But over a long span of time, Amazon being well above $300 is our goal and objective for Amazon. So anywhere sub 300, someone can start dollar cost averaging into Amazon if it's their first time, or if they're looking to pick up something on a dip, which right now Amazon is sitting around 10% off the highs. So anytime a solid quality company like Amazon, in my opinion, is in a correctional phase, that's 10% from its most recent highs. You can see here, there, that candle was 16%. And then this pullback was right around 20%. If you look here, this candle right here, all the way back down, those 3 months of correction went down 30%. Okay. So as a rule of thumb for our newer investors out there on quality companies that you know, like, and love, I would say start dollar cost averaging around that 10% correction. If we get more than 20%, that's where you can load up a little bit heavier depending on the trajectory of the stock, as long as it's continuing on an upward trajectory. Okay. Why do I say that? It's just because I got to give an example of something like a very significant growth stock. Okay. Like Oracle. Okay. Solid company, quality company. They just got into some significant debt, and with their earnings projections, it just wasn't able to keep up with this price per earnings right here, and it pulled back all the way to pretty much the entry that people may have gotten in. Okay, so you see here that 6 months of Oracle went from 117 to 341, and then it went all the way back down to 117. 8, roughly around the same span of time. So within that 6 months, you've increased in value and then you've decreased all the way back down to the bottom. So that's what I mean by the charts are telling us when you're looking to buy something, quality is better than quantity, and also looking at what type of stock it is. Okay. So, in my opinion, Amazon, Google, and various others that you know, like, and love can continue on an uptrend with their trajectory and their growth and their evolution. Now, here are a couple of oddballs. Okay. I'm going to mention Uber. And it's not an oddball. It's just, I think for the price, sometimes people are looking for stocks that are underneath $100. And there's various others. I can make more of these videos, but I want to keep it 3 to 5 in this particular video just to, for you to go do your own due diligence and research this. On Uber here, Uber has been really on a nice trajectory, uptrend here, obviously from 2022 at the lows there in our bear market. We got $20. Uber went to $100 from $20. And then we have held this previous resistance right around 62. And then we held it here at around 65. So that to me on a monthly chart is a higher low. Okay. So the uptrend continues. The concern would have been if Uber would have broken underneath this $60, and then we would have probably trended back down into this channel. Okay. But because it held so strongly there, Uber is headed back above $100. All right. So what does that mean for you? That means that you can buy some shares. Again, not financial advice, disclaimer there, but do your own due diligence. If you'd like to buy it, I think it's a great buy here, going all the way back to $100, potentially in the next 2 to 3 months or by the end of the year. Ideally, give these runways on shares minimal a year. Some people are looking for that 6-month return, 3-month return. The way the market's moving, you can definitely get that in this type of market that's been very, very volatile. All right. So that's another one there. I think it's solid. Hood. Okay. Now I thought Hood was a great buy down here. Okay. Down here at 63, because again, from a structural standpoint, we retested this breakout point and we pulled all the way up to 153 and came back to retest, and the uptrend continues. Okay. So right now, as long as Hood holds above $100, okay, it is going back to 150 and ultimately $200 plus. All right. So I think Hood is a great, great opportunity anywhere around $100. Obviously, respect your stop losses. If it drops below that $90 to $100, that trend might break. And then you might need to stop out and then just re-enter lower or hold on to your position if you believe in the company and buy more. But even with long-term investing, you still need to watch stocks, just like I showed you on that Oracle chart. So Hood going to 120 and ultimately back to that 150 mark. All right. And last one here, just to keep that theme of lower, price stocks. I think Netflix is a great, great opportunity for anyone and everyone. You love it. Maybe you don't have your favorite show on there, but Netflix, again, retesting beautifully here on the chart. Okay. If you're not too familiar with the charts, that is okay. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, but the charts remove our emotions, specifically on quality companies. So companies like Netflix, companies like Amazon, companies like Google, we know that their fundamentals are really good. The quality of the company is healthy. They have a lot of free cash flow to sustain during a recession, and their product shows true, right? So You can put all those things in the buckets. The apples, if you want to replace that with Google, I still think Apple is a great buy. But again, keep it at that 5, keeping this video very short and sweet. Netflix is another one, a great buy, sub $100, going back and retracing back to 100. If it breaks above that 109, then we're going back most likely to 150 plus. Okay. So let's do a fib extension tool. Okay. And it will show you some levels that Netflix is going to try to go to. So let's drag it from the $16 area, drag it to the top, bring it down. You see those levels that are possibilities to the highs, and look at there how it touches right there at that 109. Our next levels here on this chart are roughly around this $92 level. Then we have 109, then we have 123, 136, and a new all-time high break. And there is how Netflix would eventually be looking over time. All right. So Netflix, great buy there, in my opinion, right around now, because on a monthly chart, it has confirmed that this is starting to curl up and working its way back to the highs. Okay. If it breaks structure, meaning above this 109, then that's where Netflix, in my opinion, is going to start flying and more buyers are going to step in. Okay. That would be a break of structure. The downtrend that it's in would be over. Okay. So could Netflix do something like this and then lower? Yes, it could. Right. Everything's possible. But again, as long as we're seeing a higher time frame, monthly or weekly, holding up nicely here, we can begin our buying process on quality companies. And we did break above that previous monthly high, which was at 78. Okay. So 78 to $80 right now on Netflix. Great buy, taking it to 90 to 92, and then back to that 109 and ultimately $100 mark. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Hopefully this helped you and guided you just a little bit on giving you an entrance into the stock market with some buys and some quality stocks that are on discount right now. And this is for buying shares. If you're interested in options on them, that is a whole nother conversation, but just wanted to make this video for my longer term investors or for people that wanted some buy opportunities in the market. If any other stocks that you want me to go over for the next one, put it down below. There's many buy opportunities right now. I know some of you are thinking, well, what about crypto? And what about our software stocks and oracles and CRMs? Those are all going to be included in the next one. All right. Thank you all so much. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings. And to my ETF buyers, SPY, QQQ, VOO, VTI, these are all indexes of the entire market. Of course, you can always just buy those. Buy the entire market. It's inclusive of these stocks, and you don't have to think about it. All right. Until next time, thank y'all so much. Let me know what you think down below in the chat. I'll look forward to seeing you inside Leverage University soon and in the next video.